You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
Wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulallah. I want to welcome everybody to our Aqidah class. And this is the class whereas we are studying from the book entitled Diluting El Wala Wal Bara. Let me put it right here. And we're almost at the end of the book. And tonight we're going to continue our discussion on sexuality. We'll be continuing our discussion on sexuality because alhamdulillah, this world, and I say alhamdulillah because there is good in everything. This world has become a trying place, a challenging place for us to live. Because no matter where we are in this world, our Islamic morals, our Islamic values are being compromised every day. Laws are being created. Rules are being made, not just in the non-Muslim lands, but Muslim lands too. And these laws, these rules are for the betterment of man. Hold on for a second, people. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay. These rules and laws are being made not for the betterment of man, but not for the betterment of mankind, but for the betterment of man on an individual level based on what's important for these countries and all of that. And this is something that's bad. Whenever, as we've talked about in this class, whenever we choose the laws of man over the laws of Allah, there will always be repercussions. There will always be consequences. And the number one consequence is our faith. As Muslims, the faith that we have, the iman we have today as a whole is weak. Most Muslims are not practicing this religion correctly. Most Muslims don't understand the lawful from the unlawful. Most Muslims don't understand what their role in life is as a woman or what their role in life is as a man, because the roles have become blurred due to man's laws of equal rights and supremacy. You know, women, and hold on for a second. I know I'm lagging because of, let me see if I can close this. I'm just going to close it. Okay. This should help. Yeah, I got a video. Okay. Yeah, I got a video that I was making from yesterday, and it's lagging me down with the streaming. That's just too much on my streaming, my internet, because we got a storm here. You know, we have this feminism going on in here in the world. And it's sad because I see the Muslim countries suffering with this, you know, these rights for women, and women have the right to be imams. Women have the right to call the adhan for prayer. Women have the right to lead men in prayer, and it's happening in countries like Egypt. You know, Egypt have women calling the adhan and leading men in prayers. Okay, so it's not just an American thing. It's not just a Western thing. It's a thing, a man thing. Everybody wants the right. Women want the right to work. You want to be able to be like a man and go out and provide and maintain. You want to be the provider. You want to be the maintainer. And who's paying the price? Our children. All over the country here in America, our children are starting school. And most of our kids are going to public school. And like, if you guys were here for my class with the kids at 2, one of the concerns they have is safety. When I asked them, why is homeschooling better than public schooling? And the number one thing they all said is safety. I said, safety, yes. If you learn at home, your kids, we're safe. No bullying, no one teasing you, no one harassing you, no one trying to belittle you for your beliefs, no one making fun of you because you dress different, no one making cracks about you because you're not like them in appearance. You know, that's something that parents, you need to think about. You know, you got your kids in the public schools. What is wrong with you? And I know the Muslim schools nowadays are no better either. I'm just going to be honest. It's too much filth. And I do repeat, filth going on in the Muslim schools too. The same filth, the racism, the molestation, the bullying, the teasing. The Muslim schools are no better. But there is an alternative. You guys have homeschooling as an alternative. Why are you Muslim parents sending your children to public schools when you can homeschool them? Because it's too much on you? What is your job? And I'm talking to the women here, not the men. It's the men's job to go out and and work. I'm talking to you Muslim women who become westernized. You want to be like the Kafirs. You want to go out and work. You want to be like a man. Your job is your children. You should supposed to be at home, nurturing, taking care of those kids. That's your ward. You're going to be held accountable. Allah's going to ask you in that grave, why were you not there protecting and nurturing your children? Instead, you wanted to be like the non-Muslim women and go out in the workforce when that ain't your job. That's your husband's job. That makes me sad. Why would any respectable Muslim who fears Allah put their children in public school? There are so many homeschooling programs that are free, no tuition. Free. A lot of you say that your kids are not in Safa USA. Oh, I can't afford. The Muslim homeschooling is too much money. It's $400. That is a lot of money. Especially when you got more than one kid. Most of us got 6. Let's just call it out. Muslims make babies. Most of us got 6 kids. That's a lot to pay a tuition. $400 is a lot. Okay, then what's your excuse for the free K through 12 homeschool programs? No tuition. Plus, they provide the Chrome box for you. Why are you Muslim women sending your kids to Kafir schools? What do you think they're missing out on? They're not missing out on anything, because the homeschool programs give them scholarships to college too. The homeschool programs, they graduate from them and they can still go to college, to Ivy League. So what are what makes you Muslim women believe they better off in the Kafir school, where all the kids got boyfriends, all the kids got girlfriends, they doing drugs, sex is the norm, LGBTQ. Not only do you have to worry about your daughter having a boyfriend, she got a girlfriend too. It's all about being bi. Yeah. One of the parents was telling me how her kid, says, Mom, everybody got a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Both. You want to put your kids in that. And that's what we've been speaking about in this class, because the last chapter of this book of Sheikh Karim Abu-Zayd, he speaks about how as parents it's our job to nurture the children, to establish an Islamic foundation within them. And we're going to be held accountable for having failed our children. Most of us as parents, we are failing our children. Like the Sunnahfollower kids said today, they want to be safe. They don't want to be bullied. They don't want to be pressured, made fun of, and pressured to have boyfriends and girlfriends. They don't want to be subjected to that, to be pressured into smoking and drinking and partying. They don't want to be pressured into removing their hijabs. They don't want to be pressured into feeling that they're less than the other kids, when in turn they're better than the Kafir kids. They're better than them. We have to get it together as a nation. We have to reprioritize. We have to learn what our roles are as parents. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's something that's going on here with this. Do I have any moderators here? Because something's...
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, because it done messed my screen up. I was letting her in and Tony in, and it messed me up where this thing done popped up, and I can't get my I can't get my picture back. I might have to leave out and come back in. Hold on, people. I might have to rejoin. Oh, subhanAllah. I'm so sick of this website. Okay, here we go, guys. I can't do it. I can't do two things on this thing. All right, so that's what we're speaking about today, guys. Today we're going to be covering again how it's our job as parents, particularly women, not the men. Education of the children falls on the women. Your husband's job is to educate you, his wife. And in turn, you're supposed to take the education and give it to the kids. It's on you women, not the men. The men got their hands tied trying to work 2, 3, 4 jobs to give you that house you want, to give you that nice car you want. Okay? It's your job to stay home and homeschool your children. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but what else do you have to do? If you stop trying to keep up with the Kardashians and learn how to be an Abdullah, it would come easy for you. You would know that your job, there are those children, you sisters. Y'all better listen and learn. Are you going to be a Muslim or are you going to be a Kafir? There is no half and half. A Muslim woman's priority is her children. They come first and foremost in that home. You teach them the deen. You come to my classes every day and you learn the basics. Because that's what everything here is, the basics. And everything that you learn here from me, you teach it to those children. And you homeschool them through some K-12 program, and they got free ones. Free, no money involved. So you got 10 babies. Oh yeah, that's what we do. We make babies, and then we sit on our derriere and think we're going to be Kardashians or liberated. Well, you homeschool them 10 babies. That's your job. You ain't got nothing else to do. So let's take a look at today's class. Okay. And again, we have to understand that building a strong family, this is essential for the kids. Your priority shouldn't be money. Your priority shouldn't be traveling. Working, I want to get a job and work. Yeah, you want to be a man? You're going to die like a man. And you're going to be punished like a man. Okay? Your priority should be establishing a strong family unit, a supportive environment where your children can grow up with self-esteem, self-love, self-respect, and be protected against those outside influences that are aimed to destroy them. So these are some of the things that Sheikh Kareem Abu-Zaid came up with that can help us to develop a strong family unit. Number one, instead of being on the internet trying to be a social media influencer, sit your behind down and schedule some quality family time. We should schedule regular family activities, family meals that can help us to develop meaningful relationships and connections with our children. Everybody should eat dinner together as a family every day. If your husband gets home from work at 6, dinners at 7, dinners on the table. And the children will sit down with you and him together and talk about the day's events. Talk about what happened at work, what happened at school, what happened. How do you feel about this and that? This should be every day. Okay? Also, listen to your children. Pay attention. Like I did today, I asked the kids that question. Give me some reasons why you think homeschooling is better than public school. I was surprised. Safety. That's what they all said, the boys and the girls. Safety, safety. No bullying, no teasing me, no asking me why I wear hijab, no making fun of me. They no calling me a sissy because I don't have a girlfriend. No telling me that I'm gay because I don't have a girlfriend. Listen to your children. Pay attention to their thoughts. Pay attention to their concerns. And make them feel understood like I did the kids here today. Also, encourage your children to be expressive. The children want safety, so create a safe space within your home where your children can openly share their thoughts and fear without judgment. When you're sitting down together every day at 7 o'clock, having dinner as you listen to Sister Layla, put me on the big screen TV. That can be a great start. Y'all understand what Sister Layla's saying? Oh, wow. What do y'all think about that? After my class, what do y'all think about what Sister Layla had to say? Allow the kids to express and share their concerns and tell them I'm not going to judge you. Do you think that it's weird that Muslim kids can't date? We're not going to judge you. We're not going to punish you for your thoughts. Encourage them to express their feelings. And also, if there's conflicts, resolve them constructively. Teach your children how to address disagreements. A lot of our kids grow up with anger issues. If you have a child that gets emotionally upset, you want to sit down with that kid, you and your husband, and teach that child how to address disagreements without transgressing the limits. Teach them how, when you feel yourself getting angry, go make wudu and make 2 rakats, like the Prophet said to do. Or if you still feel upset after doing that, then take a walk. Let's go outside in the backyard and we're going to jog around the backyard together. And always emphasize unity. Let the children know that they're not alone. Let them know that they are special, that you are here for them. We are a family. We stand together. If one of us is hurt, we all hurt, so I'm here. Let me know. We have to help each other in good times and in bad. And also practice showing gratitude. A lot of our children are growing up disrespectful. As a Daya, when I post up my videos on YouTube, y'all should see some of, I delete them. I read my comments and I delete them. Some of these women are disrespectful. Women who are 20 and 30 years old. I am almost 100. I'm old enough to be your great grandmother. These 20 and 30-year-old little girls, because that's what they are to me. They have no respect. How you think you're going to check me? How you going to correct me, number one, when you don't even know who I am? Number two, I'm older than you. Number three, I studied from real scholars. Who's your teacher? Yourself and Shaitan. Now, most of the Muslim women today have no respect. I'm talking 20-year-olds and 30-year-old women have no respect because they grew up without it. Their parents didn't teach them humility. Their parents didn't teach them gratitude. So you want to raise your children right. Emphasize good character, good manners, respect. Encourage your children, to lower their wing to their parents, lower their wing to the elderly, lower their wing to their neighbors, and learn to appreciate each other and stop trying to cut each other down like these 20 and 30-year-old women try to do me on the internet. You out of your league. Okay? So those are some suggestions that Kareem Abu-Zayd came up with that can be a starting point in building, developing, a good, strong Islamic family unit. And also, since we're living in the days of technology, media literacy is very important because our children, just like the adults, spend most of their time on their cell phones, most of the time on the internet. So you want to also teach your children how to think critically when it comes to the media. Most of our youth, our young boys are becoming dope dealers. Y'all want to know where the drug dealers are finding them at? On Twitch, on the gaming programs. Did y'all know that? The gaming sites, that's where the dope men are looking for the young boys. And they're not attacking the boys from the hood anymore. Did y'all know that? Oh no. The drug cartel, they hang out on on Twitch and Trovo and D-Live. And they are looking for the young boys that come from the suburbs, that come from good neighborhoods, because the police will be less susceptible of them. Okay, suspicious of them. So you got to know what your children are doing on the internet, who they talking to, who they're playing games with. Because those men will come into their game stream and play games with them and get their friendship. And then next thing you know, your 16-year-old son is selling drugs. And a lot of us ask, why are they doing it? Because they don't need the money. They're doing it because, they allowed a man from off of the stream to brainwash them. So you have to teach your children how to think critically on this social media. Your daughters, they're on TikTok, talking to boys, picking up men off the internet, showing their bodies, stripping off their clothes. Oh yeah, another Muslim sister told me that she confiscated her daughter's cell phone, and her daughter's only 12 years old. This is an Arabic girl and comes from an Arabic family, not African American. She's Arabic. Her mother punished her by taking her cell phone, and she said, Layla, my daughter has been posing nude, taking all kind of filthy pictures of herself. and sharing them with men on the internet. And some of the men were paying her money because she got a Cash App account. Oh my God, this is an Arab Muslim girl. So you have to educate your children about the media. And this girl was 12. She's 12. So you have to sit down at the dinner table and talk about the media and be up on what your kids are doing. Review media content. Ask to see their phone on a regular basis. Look at the news articles. Look at the videos and video posts together. And teach your kids how to think critically. Also, encourage your children to ask questions about what they see on the internet and what people are doing. And also teach your kids how to fact check. The internet is dangerous. The gaming sites are where the druggers hang out to pick up the boys that come from good families. No longer are they going after the hood rats. No, they're going after the suburban, high class, doctor sons. So, hey, your daddy got some pills. You got some fentanyl. You know how much money I can give you if you steal your father's fentanyl? Your mom takes antidepressants. You know how much money, if you take your mother's antidepressants and steal them, I'll pay you $1,000. Oh, yeah. And these are kids falling for this. And also share stories. Share stories. I know when my granddaughter, Jayla, was staying with me when she was, she came to stay with me, she was 17. When she was 17, there was a big thing on the internet. Some beautiful African-American girl killed herself. She had just gotten back from Dubai. Her mother was a nurse, and her mother works as a nurse in Dubai. And it was all on the news back then. She had gotten back from Dubai with her mother, and she wanted to get her hair done. And her mother told her, look, I'm not giving you no money to get your hair done. We just got back from Dubai, and I had to pay a lot for these plane tickets. So her mother, the girl stomped up the steps, went in the bathroom, slammed the door. 5 minutes later, they heard a shot. Bang! Everybody ran upstairs. This girl killed herself because her mother didn't give her no money to get her hair done. I mean, God, when that happened, I talked to my granddaughter because my granddaughter was going through her Kardashian stage, all about getting her hair done. And she wanted me to give her money all the time. Ma, I got to get my hair done. Ma, I want to go to the beautician. You go. Can I go? I started taking her with me, but I wasn't going to spend no $200 on her hair. So when that happened, me and her sat down and we talked about it. And I let her know, don't ever get that privileged, feel that you're that privileged in life, that because somebody tell you no, you take your own life. I said, do you know that poor girl? She's in hell for eternity. She'll never come out. All your good deeds. I sat there and told her about what happens when we commit suicide. And that stayed in my granddaughter's mind. To this day, she says, Ma, remember when we talked about that? Because a lot of my granddaughter's friends, they commit suicide. My granddaughter's only 21 years old. And she's 21 now. She said, Mom, you'd be surprised at how many of these stupid people take their own life. She said, I learned that not to do that when I was 17. So we have to share stories of media encounters, stories about what's going on in the world that can impact our kids. So they'll know, not to fall for that crap. And again, peer pressure is everything. Like the kids said today, peer pressure. They're going to ride your daughters in public school. They're going to ride your sons in public school, especially if your sons are good looking. Why ain't you got a girlfriend? You gay? You ain't nothing but a fag, dude. You gay. You gay. They're going to pressure him, beat him up, abuse him. and to basically force him to start dating a girl just to keep the peer pressure off. You need to talk about this stuff with your children. First of all, you shouldn't have them in a Catholic school. Public school should be non-existent, especially since we got all these free homeschooling programs. But talk about peer pressure with them and do role play scenarios with them. Do scenarios with your kids to teach them how to handle themselves in situations like that, how to come back. Like the one kid in my class today said, I said, what about homes? What about public schools when they say, oh, you ain't got a girlfriend? His answer was, I tell him, yeah, I don't have girlfriends, but that don't mean I don't like girls. Yeah, teach your kids like his parents taught him how to make the comeback. Yeah, you're right. I don't have girlfriends. I don't have time for that. But that don't mean I don't like girls. It's just that I got my priorities. Girls ain't the priority right now. I'm here to learn. I'll get a girlfriend, wife later in life. So teach your children how to do the comeback. Educate your kids on assertive communication. Show them how to express their beliefs respectfully like his parents did him. And again, always highlight the importance of our culture, our way of life over the Kaffir way of life. And also discuss with your kids the importance of surrounding themselves with other kids who are strong and who are good kids. Don't hang out with that girl over there because she dates and does drugs. Don't even deal with that boy over there. In fact, don't hang out with no non-Muslims. You shouldn't have any non-Muslim friends because their lifestyle is totally screwed up. And also, again, share your own personal experiences with them. So